I'm really excited to be making a new work for Sydney Dance Company in 2019. So my jumping off point when thinking about this process was to go, what did I do the last time I was here, and how do I want to build on that conceptually towards the new work. Last time I was working in the land of earth and animals and a much kind of more primal, naturalistic sort of thing. This time I'm going to go the other end of the spectrum and start working towards the air and all the intangible things that lie in the atmosphere.
As an independent artist, you rarely get to work with a group, a larger group of dancers. So this was, with Sydney Dance Company, it was kind of an opportunity to do that. What's quite unique about this company is that they have this really deep history of collectivity and working together and group thinking. The piece really became about unity of bodies through different constellations.
The title for my new work next year is Cinco, which translates to 5 from Spanish. Next year we will be celebrating 5 decades of Sydney Dance Company. I have decided to create the work on 5 dancers, and I will be using a stunning piece of music by Alberto Ginastera, which is in 5 movements. The lighting design will be by Damien Cooper, and I'm also extremely excited to be collaborating for the very first time with fashion designer Bianca Spender.
I thought it would be fitting to have actually 50 people on stage to represent the 50 years. And in fact, not just 50 people, but the representatives of the different parts of a company. So there's the existing company, there are 10 dancers from the past, significant dancers, but also importantly for a dance company there are 25 audience people, because really the memory of the company in many respects of a dance company rests in the memories of its audiences. We very much thought about the history, not so much sitting in repertoire, but sitting actually in the bodies of the dancers through the history of the company.
It's 10 years since I left the stage next year, so it's sort of like coming out of retirement 10 years later.
It's such a huge honour. I can't thank you all enough for going, let's bring the old girl back.
Touring the world with that family, you know, that close-knit family that the dance company is, they're just probably the fondest memories of my life.
It's really special, it's really nice to be able to do that, and hopefully the body will hold out.
It is a crazy opportunity that probably logically I would have said no to, but it just felt right.
I said to Gideon, I said, if I end up in a Zimmer frame or a wheelchair, can it still be in the piece? So, you know, we'll see.
6 Breaths was created almost 10 years ago, and it has a score by Italian composer Ezio Bosso. It was commissioned for the work with 6 cellos and a piano. It was also a collaboration with photographer and filmmaker Tim Richardson. It's a work that really resonated with audiences that saw it. So when I thought about the last 10 years that I have been here at Sydney Dance Company, I thought that this would be a very beautiful work to bring back and to revive and to share with audiences once again.